So what's happening?
Well, we're making progress. Ooh, I'm about to lose the motor is what I'm about to do. That'll be alright. One J is going in the car, finally. Car is tubbed. All the parts are right there. So what we have here is a 1JZ front sump pan from Rad Industries. The reason we're doing this is because the 1J is going in this car and that car came with a rear sump pan. It doesn't work with the cross member. So here's everything needed. It is a used part, so we will clean it up, make it look nice. I always like how ISR boxes are stuff though.
So we've been waiting for these parts for a while. We finally got, I'd say, a vast majority of
So we're at like 87%.
Yeah. And since we're at 87%, might as well start test fitting and seeing what we're missing and what we're working with, because, yeah, it's been like, what? At least
Too long.
Too long, yeah.
I mean, we've been talking about doing this since I started.
Yeah, we went like halfway. Hubs are done at least like the engine bay is done. The paint's not done, the color and everything, but we're on to it.
I'm such a sucker for PVM stuff just because of how gold and pretty it is. Literally walk around the corner and look at the front of my car. All you see is gold exposed everywhere with that big old knuckle on the left.
Gold.
FYI for everybody, it's 102 degrees outside, so
Is it really?
we're not like tired. It's just
We're not
hot.
working this hard, it's just that hot. Oh, these nice calipers?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Where'd they come from?
we got them from Saxy Auto Parts.
Oh yeah?
Crazy.
Huh.
Yeah, I just did a little walk over there and I grabbed them. And it's just that easy for you.
So the car that they came off of was like perfect, right? It wasn't even like scratched.
Yeah, dude, it was wasn't burnt at all. It was actually burnt completely. But yeah, these are off of that. We have not even cleaned them yet, and they still look great. Nothing's ripped or like burnt inside the caliper. It didn't even burn the little cap right here. So we're gonna use them. Isn't it crazy? You just attach a bunch of bolts to all this and it makes something cool. Everything's finally here. So this has been sitting off to the side. We're gonna pull the factory harness off of it, pull the trans off of it, check the clutch out, put the new pan on it, and then we'll put the wiring specialties harness on it. And then throw the motor mounts on it and put it in the car. I mean, it's pretty, luckily, like now all these cars have so much support for like swap kits and stuff, and especially since the S chassis, the sky's the limit.
Surgery on a tranny.
Dude, seriously, little Bruce Jenner action. Theoretically, it should come out now. We'll see.
Oh.
Get out. It says
Asian.
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 Time to pull the pan off now. No chunks in the oil? Can you imagine if there's just chunks in the oil
Oh god.
after all that? Then we would have to buy a motor because we're too far invested into this.
Looking a little crusty over here though.
Yeah, a little sludgy. Don't you have shit to do?
Yeah, I was getting my
Too. Everyone watching the video is like, oh, never want to work with Sheldon. It's all jokes though. Kind of glad we did this. Yeah, that's kind of gnarly.
So what do we have here?
I've been working on taking the old 1J harness off it and putting the wiring specialties harness on it. The harness is actually, I'd say 95% done right now. The only sensor that didn't match up, but we had talked about this with wiring specialties, was the alternator. So alternator's not plugged in. We have to get an American alternator. This is still like the JDM version. So there's a couple things I need to do some research on and see what vacuum lines I can delete, what knock sensors to use. But yeah, everything else is great on this. Basically all this stuff adapts to the stock 240 stuff, and realistically it could start, hopefully it doesn't short. Before, the pan would sit right here and it wouldn't allow the motor to go in. So basically when you go to a front sump pan, it puts the pan right here. So in this big opening. The only thing about that is
since we're still running twins, the oil drain line right here, there's one that comes out of here and then one comes out of here. It's supposed to go into there. So if you look at, like, this is the old one, you can tell this one won't work with it because when you put this on right here, it hits, first off the Y hits on the block, and then that angle is way too sharp to do anything with. So we're just gonna get the oil drain Y adapter. Worst case scenario, what I don't want to do would be convert this to an AN fitting and then run the AN lines up to that. But I think we'll be able to run the right one and be fine there. Kind of want to do like a test fit for the motor in the car. That's what I'm debating on right now. I put the motor on the subframe, and I might try and throw it in just to see what we're working with the shifter. The shifter is the only thing that really I have a concern with, because it's not like a factory shifter, so it's got some crazy angles to it. I don't think it's gonna work, but we'll go down and find out. So what it looks like, I'm gonna have to cut a square out of here just to get that to come up, because our shifter that we have, it does relocate it to the center of that, so it just needs to clear that box.
Alright, no, this thing looks insane.
Oh yeah.
It's on the mount and everything, just perfectly.
Yeah, trans mount too.
Wow. I really like, honestly, this, like just the look of it. It looks good too, just the motor itself.
Needs radiator still, needs fans.
Can we get these pipes like cleaned up more?
Yeah, go big single.
We're gonna do a big single after we get this running at least.
We can't start it until, I mean, we can start it without intercooler hooked up just to make sure it starts.
Yeah.
But we can't like run it without the intercooler piping.
I feel like some ice blasting on this would make it just
It
perfect.
would, but if you're spending $4,500 on a
Might as well
ice
just
blaster,
get new
you might as well
piping.
just go all balls to the wall and get it done. If you wanted to, we could get everything powder coated.
It'd be easier, huh?
I think easier than ice blasting and cheaper than buying an ice blaster.
Once it's moving, we'll go ahead and order like the single turbo. We'll go ahead and order whatever else we want to do to it.
So what's the update? The update is, I got the motor and trans in the car, and the shifter's not here right now. I had to take it apart, but shifter sits about right here, and I need it to sit right here. So we took the little shifter housing piece and the I don't know transmission stuff, but the linkage that goes to this, which changes your gear, we took that piece, and the little cast piece, like 6-bolt thing, I don't know the name of it, but we had to send it to Drift Motion. They are going to extend it for us, and that's just because, I mean, we got the trans to go in the car. You had to cut the trans tunnel a little bit right here just to make sure everything will fit. But once we get that adapter piece back, we can put it in, fold that flap down, re-tack it. So we'll get that back in about a week or two, unfortunately, but we have a lot more work to do anyway.
Much later.
All right, guys, so as you see, 1J240 is on the lift. We got a bunch of goodies from PBM and ISR, and we are going to be doing Akibonos on this car as well. We got brackets for that. So you can already see I've kind of started putting some of the PBM parts on. The motor is in. The trans mount, we did get back from Drift Motion. They extended it 2.5 inches, so you can't really see it. You can kind of see it. So Drift Motion extended this 2.5 inches. You had to pull the rear housing off of the trans. So this is in OEM location now, which is cool. ISR mounts are on, ISR engine mounts are on. The motor is in completely, and now it's just kind of buttoning up wiring, and we're gonna mount all the PBM stuff and get this 5-lug swapped as well, just so we can stop moving it around with the forklift, because we're just hooking it up and moving it with the forklift. So once we get all the pretty parts on here and everything, we'll at least be able to roll it. So that is the goal today. Get all the fancy pretty parts, as you can see right there. All those are gonna get mounted, and yeah, update you along the way. But yeah, I'm excited to make progress on this car. every step that we do is just closer and closer to getting this thing cool. And I mean, we have the build list for this thing is kind of never ending, but it's cool to make progress.
What are you guys doing?
Playing with your boobies.
Are you just acting like you're working again?
Yeah, dude, because this motor and this suspension parts was totally in there 20 minutes ago. You're right. Yeah. What are you doing? Looks like you're just playing with yourself over there.
I'm just making sure you guys are doing your guys'
Make eye
job.
contact with the camera. Can you do it? He's scared. Look at him. Look at him. So now I'm gonna pull these knuckles off because these are 4-lug. Don't do it how I just did it. All this stuff is trash. That's why we're doing it. When you hit the top of this, it makes it so it's really hard to get these nuts to thread on, as you can see. So these are trash. Yeah, see, it's not even threading, it's just spinning it. So don't do that way. If you hit the actual knuckle, it'll come off, but it's heavy. It's got the rotor and the caliper on there, so I just wanted to get it out.
Trying to do it the fast way.
Yeah. That was very specific. Nice little taper on her. Oh, hi.
What's up, guys?
Oh, hi.
Hey, hey.
Come bearing gifts.
Gifts?
New walkies.
Oh,
Hope they work. I'm bringing them so that we can go ahead and test them in like the spots where you think they don't work.
let's see this first. No!
Doesn't work.
And the reason it's so specific, I can't just put like a random bolt through there. So these are all solid Heim joints. And if you put, like this bolt fits nice, right? There's no slop in it. But if I put this bolt right here, even though it fits through, everything's good, you're gonna hear, like, you can hear that. If it ever comes loose, which it shouldn't come loose, but you still don't want this to have all that movement in there. So it's been a while since we worked on this car, and I don't know where the bolts went. I misplaced something. Wait a second. I think I just figured it out.
Ha, nice. Ah. It's all good. There's way too many pots.
So if you look at this now, everything makes total sense. Look at the shape of this bolt. Nice and thick for you. Oh, good fit. Good fit. And she's a little tapered action right here. Check this out.
Hey.
Hey! Okay. Sorry about the delay there. I was just being a little dumb. Came with new hardware. I don't even want to put it down there. Ooh. Ugh.
Nothing wrong with a good stocky.
There's everything wrong with a horrible stocky. Just look at the comparison.
Why is it so big? Dang.
Yeah, see? Now you start asking questions too.
Slam cars are the best cars.
Oh yeah. That's what you're supposed to do, is just build a really fast car and then make it unusable by just slamming it.
Oh yeah.
That's what I like to do. So that's what we're gonna do.
You can always take it a step further and then do 20 degrees of camber.
No.
Negative camber.
No.
Stance boy.
I really like PBM stuff because they have this dual adjuster right here, so that, like just now I lengthened this arm this way, my way, and I didn't have to drop this and spin the Heim out. So basically it's got this little centerpiece in here that you can just spin the centerpiece, and then once you get it to where you want it, obviously alignment guys will take care of that, but all these nuts will like lock everything into place, and you don't have to drop the arm to adjust it. Oh great, now we need to go find more bolts. Have you seen how people get more camber too? They slot the housing on your lower control arm, or the coilover. So you slot it this way, and then it tucks the knuckle in that way, and they just tighten it down.
Is that how they do it? Like, how many degrees you think you're adding by doing that?
Oh no, that's probably That's probably close to 0. And then, I mean, you'd probably get to like 25 degrees just by doing that.
We're gonna give it 25 degrees of negative camber.
No, 25 of positive.
Oh,
Yeah.
like this?
Trying to go back to the future.
Yeah.
And we just have to, I mean, it will be kind of Jetsons mode for a little bit. Dude, just look at the comparison.
I know, you know how much stiffer?
I mean, this one's like plated all throughout the
Yeah.
bottom, and it's got the cross brace on it. This one's got nothing.
Nada.
Get it out of my face! Get it out of my face!
What are you doing now?
I am basically finding center of this Heim joint right here. So basically, if I put this as small as it can go, with everything in like this, it still gives us a safe amount of threads to like go to there. So I'm gonna make it as far in as possible and see how much camber that gives us. The front of drift cars look sick with like 7 to 10, but somewhere, I mean, I think 7 is probably safe, 6 to 7. So I'm gonna take the stock tie rods off and start messing around with some stuff. It's too long for the arm, so I don't wanna cut anything yet. So Justin is our alignment guy. And right now I'm sending him a picture of this distance to see where he normally, because I want to at least try and get the car close for him.
Gorgeous. That is beautiful.
Muchos gorgeous.
Let me touch my...
Touch it.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, don't get it dirty.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
That'll fall off though, so be careful.
Oh, no.
Smack you right in the head.
Put a helmet on.
He's gonna turn into me.
You're wiping his fingerprints off.
Yep. No, there's dust. Ooh, with ease.
What's satisfying?
Just dropping a new cotter pin in it. Look at it. It just fits. So like here, the old one.
Mm-hmm.
Gross, right? Ew, yucky. And
All bent up.
yeah, it doesn't. It looks wrong, you know. Nice little cotter pin action. Put that way. Go like that, and I'll squeeze it again. Locked in there. Use a rubber mallet when you do this, because you can hit it way harder and it won't dent it. The stock size wheel.
The stock wheel wouldn't even fit. Smooth.
Smooth operator.
Why does this look so bad?
Brakes on me. Just kidding. I don't have any brakes. These are brackets for the Akebono calipers.
Ooh.
And I have no idea how to put them on, so I'm gonna see if there's any sort of instruction. Raise the vehicle, remove the wheels. Really? Clean all sealing surfaces. God, these guys are smart. Tighten your banjo bolts to 12 to 14 foot-pounds. God,
It's like big boy Legos.
literally. Dude, the caliper's as big as the knuckle. The company that we got these brackets from, there's no instructions. Like, it doesn't even have pictures. Like, any pictures. It has 0 pictures.
At the end of the day, the product works though, right?
I mean, we haven't hit the brakes yet. Hopefully it just doesn't fall off.
No, but they look sturdy though.
Yeah. No, I mean, I hate when there's, like, a lot of companies do it, but like, when you get a product and it just, like, there's a lot of, like, random pieces that you can't, like, we're not engineers. The people installing this are not engineers, or at least most of them aren't. I'm not. So, like, figuring out where this bracket went was, like, I had no idea, because obviously the caliper has to sit flat on the rotor. It's not like you can shim out the caliper and everything needs to sit flat. So on these knuckles, they sit flat, the mount is flat, and the caliper's flat. So like why, like it was confusing. But I looked up a video on YouTube and I saw a guy using the same setup. I did. The fucking rotor is like flush with the fender.
That's what I was thinking. It's sticking out.
I do have some adjustment on the top of the coilover, but might have to do a wide body. Look it. This is my fist, right? It's a little bit bigger than my fist. It's like
Mucho bigger.
it's bigger than two of my fists, with gap in between.
Double fist.
Double fist. King caliper. Yo, George, you got a second? Can you come to the back?
Yeah, just 1 sec.
What? Oof, bro, I'm so glad these freaking...
The gray ones are here, like the Nissan ones?
Yeah, it's perfect. And they're in good shape too.
Yeah. Dude, but like look back here. Look at how much is involved into getting this to mount.
Wow. This is the Concept Z mount.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that's the Parshot Max S14 knuckle. The 5-lug hubs are already on it.
Nice.
Like I put those on. And then I use the old cap, like hit everything.
Nice. Sick.
That's freaking crazy. I've never seen, like look at the comparison. Look at
When I even like pulled up, I was like, oh shit, it's like right here.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do something about the fenders. We might need some Big Johns.
Oh yeah.
The rotor's almost flush with the fender right now.
Yeah, I saw that. That's crazy. I mean, it's gonna go slightly wild. It's gonna be wild.
It's gonna have to be wide.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or like a ton of camber.
What do you think? We just like order like a front kit, just what's the kit? The 5 kits?
Yeah, I mean we can get like a real kit or a rep kit. There's different options.
Yeah.
So whatever you decide on, but we are doing the Sylvia front, so eventually. So we need to get whatever fenders we do decide.
Don't they have, what are the rep kits that they put on like the drift cars?
Like 2F Performance.
Yeah.
They're located in Arizona.
Okay.
We can get a kit from them.
Because they put those on the drift cars, they look fine. Obviously they're not perfect, but.
No, yeah, I mean, that's a good route to go.
And it's all we would need to do is buy the headlights, right? The Sylvia headlights.
Right. So we'll get like a 2F Performance front bumper.
Yeah.
Or front bumper, fenders, skirts. You'll probably want a hood as well, just to get everything to match.
Yeah.
And same thing with over fenders and a rear bumper.
Yeah.
So, but this is crazy, bro. Look how big these are.
Can we tell them what color we're thinking about doing it?
No.
No.
I don't even know if we have any wheels that'll clear these.
The
tandems. The tandems.
Now,
will.
yeah, we could put the Conzai tandems. We have a bunch of those, so we'll put those on there.
So cool.
Yeah, I'm excited. This looks really good. I mean, for those of you guys who've been following, and for those of you guys who have been watching this for the first time, like we have a couple videos already for this car, and it takes so long to make a project. So I give it up to everybody that's been years and years.
Yeah, I'm following my buddy Cody. He like completely did like, it's like a full resto mod on a 240.
Yeah.
Like he gutted every single bolt off of it. He like painted the whole undercarriage, and it's taken him 7 years. He just got it started last week.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Literally 7 years, but it's like fresh off the lot now.
Yeah,
like
no, we're hoping in the long run, with like this car being like a huge learning curve and experience building thing, you know, from tubbing it to everything, you know.
I mean, swapping it. I mean, all the suspension, all the bushings are coming out of it. The whole interior is getting redone. Literally everything is getting done on it.
No, we're definitely hoping. I mean, we're not hoping, but we gained experience from this. So the next few projects we have in line are going to be more fluent and flush and kind of less like, oh, we're waiting for.
I mean,
did you guys show them the shifter extension or no?
Yeah, we did.
Dang, dude. Took just that we paid for, and it took calling the guy 20 times, 30 times to finally get it delivered to us.
Yeah. We'll just end there
Yeah, we'll
on that.
with my
It doesn't move.
with
It's all
my-
solid mounted.
yeah, with my luck of we're going over curves.
No, see, we're not gonna go for curbs.
This is a good little bash bar
This-
for my oil.
no, don't think that way. This is a brace for your chassis, not the curbs, okay? I wish we had a brand new rotor to put on though.